This video demonstrates a simple method for isolation of plant protoplast. This video is to help our students who have got a long gap in their academics due to the COVID-19 lockdown. So this will help them to recapitulate and revise the experiment they have already learnt in the laboratory, so that they will be prepared to face the practical examinations whenever they are scheduled. So this video is a simple demonstration of protoplast isolation from leaf tissues by the mechanical method. Protoplasts are plant cells from which the cell wall has been removed. Generally, protoplasts are prepared for studies on cellular metabolisms and processes. Protoplasts are used for performing protoplast fusion, somatic hybridization, cybridization and genetic manipulation of plant genomes. Protoplasts can be isolated by either mechanical methods or enzymatic methods. Mechanical methods involve cutting or teasing the plant tissues, whereas enzymatic methods involve use of cell wall degrading enzymes, that is cellulases and pectinases. The current video demonstrates a simple mechanical method of isolating plant protoplast. So the aim of this experiment is to isolate protoplast from plant tissues. As a matter of fact, protoplast can be isolated from any part of a plant, but leaf tissues are preferable because they are tender and generally possess larger cells, and they are also fleshy, making it easier for the isolation of protoplast. So we are using spinach leaf tissues as the material for isolation of plant protoplast. The materials required for performing this experiment are glasswares, slides, cover slips, microscopes, centrifuge tubes, then distilled water, muslin cloth and spinach leaves. The important reagent used for isolation of protoplast is the cell and protoplast washing media or the CPW media. So the CPW media contains all these inorganic salts along with an osmolyticum agent. Either mannitol or sorbitol can be used as osmolytica. We are using 7% sorbitol as osmolyticum in our laboratory. An osmolyticum will protect the rupture or burst of protoplast when they are released to the environment, into the surrounding environment or media from the leaf tissue. So in order to keep the protoplast intact, it is very essential that an osmolyticum is present in the isolation media. The procedure is like this: wash the spinach leaves thoroughly using tap water to remove all the dirt and mud. Then rinse them in distilled water and blot them dry so that no droplets of water are remaining. Handle the leaf tissues gently. Remove the midrib and weigh 5 grams of leaf tissue. Chop these leaf tissue into finer pieces and place them into a pestle or a shallow glass container to allow teasing or maceration of the tissue. For every 5 grams of leaf tissue, add 10 ml of ice cold CPW media. The containers also should be brought to 4 degrees before using. Once CPW is added, macerate or tease the leaf tissue gently using a forceps and scalpel. This will release the protoplast into the CPW media. Incubation of the leaf tissue in the CPW media for 10 minutes before teasing will enhance the release of protoplast. Filter the contents of the glass dish or pestle or the mortar after teasing through a muslin cloth and a strainer. Do not squeeze the muslin cloth. If you squeeze, a lot of debris will reach into the filtrate and this will disturb the isolation of protoplast. Centrifuge the filtrate for 10 minutes at 1000 rpm and 4 degrees. Decant the supernatant. Handle the tubes very gently because this is a low speed centrifugation and the pellet will be quite loose. So, shaking or vigorous handling of the tubes will disturb the pellet and again it will dissolve into the supernatant. So, handle the tubes gently. Resuspend the pellet in 1 to 2 ml of fresh cold CPW media. Place a drop of the suspended pellet on a clean glass slide and place a cover slip over that using a dissection needle so that there are no air bubbles formed. Focus the glass slide first under the 10x objective lens of the compound microscope and then under the 40x lens and observe for the presence of protoplast. Protoplast will appear as almost spherical green structures. So, this is a photograph of plant protoplast, highly magnified image of plant protoplast. I have also included images of microscopic view of the plant protoplast taken in our laboratory also at the end of this slideshow. There are some very important points to be noted here. In case the purpose of isolation of protoplast is to use them further for any experimental purpose like plant genetic engineering or hybridization, the isolation protocol has to be done strictly under aseptic conditions. All the glasswares and reagents should be chilled, that is brought to 4 degrees before they are used for isolation. And on the slide, if the protoplasts are appearing densely, add some more CPW media, fresh CPW media to the resuspended pellet so that it gets diluted a little and then prepare a fresh slide. This is an image of the protoplast under 10x objective lens. This is the microscopic view of protoplast under 40x objective lens. Now, we will see a practical demonstration of the same procedure using spinach leaves. Today, we will revise the experiment isolation of protoplast from spinach leaves. We will first see what are the materials required for this experiment. We need spinach leaves, then distilled water, pestle and mortar, glass beaker and spatula, muslin cloth and filter. We need centrifuge tubes. We need cavity block with lid. We will need a micro pipette or a dropper, and then we will need glass slides and cover slips to focus the slide. These are the glasswares required, and we need to prepare CPW media for plant protoplast isolation. So, keep this also ready. The glasswares, the pestle and mortar, the CPW media should be chilled, that is kept in refrigerator and brought to 4 degrees before we use it. Remove all the dirt and mud from the spinach leaves and wash them properly using distilled water. I washed it already here. Blot them dry using a tissue paper and then remove the midrib. Deveining, this is called as deveining. So, take 5 grams of deveined cleaned spinach leaf, and then for every 5 grams of spinach leaf use 10 ml of CPW media. 10 ml of CPW media, measure it using a measuring cylinder or using a centrifuge tube with markings. Now, using a muslin cloth kept on a strainer and a beaker, filter the homogenate. Use a spatula to take all the homogenized leaf material. Gently disturb the leaf material so that the homogenate or the filtrate passes through the muslin cloth and the filter don't squeeze the muslin cloth. If you squeeze it, all the debris will reach into the filtrate. So we don't want debris here, we want only the protoplast. So we will not be squeezing the leaf material. Now transfer the filtrate into centrifuge tubes. Balance the centrifuge tubes properly by weighing them and place the lid on the centrifuge tubes. The filtrate now has to be centrifuged for 1000 rpm for 10 minutes. So we will subject this to centrifugation for at 1000 rpm for 10 minutes. Set the speed of the centrifuge to 1000 rpm using the knob and set the timer to 10 minutes. Monitor the speed of the centrifuge properly and does not allow it to go way too beyond 1000 rpm. Now once the centrifugation is completed, bring the knob to 0 and switch off the mains. Take out the tubes, handling them very gently. You can see the pellet at the bottom and supernatant. If you handle this very roughly or allow it to shake, the pellet will dissolve. This is not a very tight pellet, so it may dissolve if you handle it very roughly. So, carefully without disturbing the pellet. Gently discard the supernatant into a separate beaker. Here we can see that the pellet is retained. To this pellet, we will add 1 ml of CPW media. We can add 1 to 2 ml of CPW media. We can dilute it later also. Place the lid and tap the tube gently to dissolve the pellet. You can see that the pellet is now completely resuspended into solution. Now transfer the resuspended pellet into a cavity block. Keep it covered until we focus the slide so that it will not get evaporated due to heat. Because it contains sorbitol, it has a tendency to get dried very soon. So keep it covered and protect it from drying. Now, using a dropper, using a clean dropper, place a drop of the resuspended pellet onto a glass slide, a clean glass slide, and place the cover slip without any air bubbles. Use a needle to place the cover slip so that there are no air bubbles formed. And once it is prepared, focus the slide. First focus under 10x of the microscope and then under the 40x lens of the microscope. So this is the prepared slide. Observe that there is no excess suspension that is coming out of the slide area, the cover slip area. This is very important because if excess solution is taken onto the slide, it will start moving out from under the cover slip and it will be difficult for us to focus the protoplast. Now this prepared slide, we will first focus under 10x objective lens of the compound microscope, and once we can see the protoplast, we will put the 40x objective lens into place to see the protoplast more clearly.